What's going on, everybody? It's Omar Almodovar with Elite Recruits here with another video. Today's video, we have a very special guest, one of our OG clients, one of our former players, who's now playing Division I baseball, Josh Cope. Go ahead, introduce yourself, take it away. We're going to talk about a little bit of recruiting, a little bit of mindset, a little bit of advice that you have for guys, but tell them a little bit about you and where you were when we first got connected.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm Josh. I'm a senior outfielder at Kent State. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Where me and Omar were when we first got connected, I was second year JUCO player. Had little to no offers, nothing big, nothing really exciting. Omar kind of just hit me up on Twitter, and I believed, and I rolled with him.
Yes, sir. And it's funny because I was just telling you that this is long overdue, but you were
Yeah,
truly
for
one of
sure.
my first guys. So I had just finished school. I started Elite Recruits, and I think you're one of the first 10 guys that I took on back in 2023. And we're sitting now August 4th, 2025. Safe to say the rest is history. We grew a really close relationship together, but kind of want to, take it back, right? So when we first started working together, obviously you're getting ready for JUCO spring season. Like, what was going on with your recruiting process at that time?
I mean, it was mainly just my coach reaching out to like local schools in North Carolina. I mean, me reaching out to schools on my own as well, but not really much motion for how I played the season before and how my fall went. So that was really it.
For sure. Yeah. And I remember that was one of the things that we connected on, is knowing that, hey, you're a good player, you have the stats, is just your name wasn't getting out there as much as it should. What do you think was one of the things holding you back when it came to recruiting, and what did you need help with the most?
I would say it's just like you said, lack of exposure. I mean, I would post videos on Twitter. I heard like in that era and up into today, Twitter is where coaches see you. So I would just post all my videos, stats, stuff like that, and I just wasn't getting many views.
For sure. Yeah. And exposure is one thing, right? But actually getting something out of exposure is a different thing. And that's where guys get lost in just posting a random video without the
Sure.
strategy behind it. So we got started. We talked about what your goals were. We put together a game plan to help you get there. Talk a little bit about, like how important it was for you to actually have a game plan and guidance rather than just trying to figure it out on your own.
Oh no, 100%. I mean, you talked me through how to make it personalized with a coach, how to actually reach out to a school instead of just like a copy paste to every single coach to any school that I wanted to go to. Because everyone they're going to see that video or that text message or email and say, all right, this is just another spam email that I'm getting just right off the list and just go back to work or whatever he has to do.
100%. So, talk a little bit about the results that you saw personally inside the program. What, we connected right before the spring season. We went into the
Yeah.
spring season together, and you were doing your thing, right? So, what were the biggest changes that you saw from the attention you were getting from coaches?
I mean, as soon as I hooked up with you, I mean, I just saw a huge jump in my Twitter. I mean, whether it was views, people reaching out, stuff like that. And then as soon as I started playing, obviously the numbers they were talking for themselves again. So that's when all these coaches they started reaching out to me instead of vice versa.
100%, 100%. So a lot of players watching this, they might wonder what it's actually like inside the program, right? Can you talk a little bit about, the support, the communication, and your overall experience?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we started off with like a dream school list, a school that I thought realistically I could play at, and then just other schools from there. Started off with that, and then this support, it couldn't have been any better. I mean, what was 3, 4, 5 times a week, you would text me, "Hey, how you doing? How's ball going? How's school, classes, this and that." I would lay out my numbers, how I did for the weekend, and then you would send that out to coaches and then repost my stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, it's funny because I remember all those talks, and you're having such a great year, and it was almost like every week another. I think, man, and I'm gonna see if we can pop this up here, but it was like a weekend that you went like 6 for 6, and you almost hit for the cycle. You're stealing bases
Yeah,
back and forth, and it was fun seeing all the work you had put in before the season, translating to results. Obviously, we grew a really close relationship from that. Even with summer ball, you got a chance to come play for me 2 years in a row. Hopefully, run it
sure,
back next year.
for
When we
sure.
first connected, were you unsure about working with somebody online you had never met before, or paid for recruiting help, and what changed your mind?
I mean, absolutely. It was, I mean, I didn't think it was sketch, but I was a little uneasy at first. And then I asked for some referrals, and these guys, Penn State, Villanova, schools like that, just guys that already worked with you, said nothing but the best. So that kind of eased my mind and then just let me go to work.
For sure. And now getting close to a point where your brother's going to be going through the same thing and just seeing like how
Sure.
we've grown, it's a family now, and you've seen that as well. So if
Absolutely.
somebody is watching this and they're about to go into their recruiting process, same way you did, and they're still on the fence about working with me, what would you tell them?
I mean, honestly, I would just say just trust the process for sure. I mean, if you're good enough to get to another level of college baseball, handing it over to you and just playing your game will definitely get you the results you're looking for.
100%. Now, for you, obviously being a little bit far removed from the stress that comes with the recruiting process, looking back at it, what's the biggest piece of advice that you would give to a player going into it?
I mean, if I was right back in JUCO right now, I would say just have fun with the recruiting process. I mean, that's the biggest thing. If you're stressing about a coach not reaching back to you or you wanting to go to this school, you're gonna have tension at the plate or back on the bump, whatever it is, what position you are. And with all that built up stress, I mean, you're not gonna play as good as you normally can instead of just having fun and seeing what kind of schools can reach out and how many different routes you can go with it.
100%. That's 100%. Guys will, the game is already hard enough. Guys will put more stress on themselves, with the recruiting process, actually end up
Absolutely.
hurting their stats and then not getting recruited. And
Exactly.
obviously, easier said than done. But when you have help that allows you to just focus on the field while somebody's helping with the outside stuff, is when you kind of click, everything clicks, and you have a great year. But
For
yeah,
sure.
dude, I appreciate it. If anybody wants to follow your journey now, going back to your second year at Kent State, where can guys follow you, reach out for advice if they need as well?
I mean, Instagram, Twitter, either one of those. It's not Josh Cope on Instagram. We'll plug that right there. And
Yes,
then Twitter, I'm not sure. I think it's Josh Cope 32. We'll
I
plug
think
that one as well.
yes, sir. But that's all I got for you, man. I'm excited to follow along with you this year. As you already know, I'm going to be coming up there to watch you play. But yeah, appreciate you sharing your story. And guys, if you're watching this and recruiting isn't going the way you want, book a consultation call. We'll talk about your goals and see if there's a fit. If there's not a fit, then at the very least, I'll point you in the right direction. And follow along with Josh's career because he's going to have a great one.
Thanks, guys.